I'm going to start. Of course, Baldemar, talk a little bit about what's top of your radar screen right now that intersects with the areas around food and some of the issues that Liz raised.
Well, let me just start with this little fruit here. Anyone had one of these lately? Little strawberry?
I had one in the room.
Yeah. Well,
shame on me?
No, actually, you need to think about some of the first people that touched this strawberry was maybe a young guy like me who was out there in that strawberry field. I remember picking these up in Messick, Michigan, and Plant City, Florida. We had to get up at 5 in the morning, get out to the strawberry field, and we had to pick as many as we could by 2 o'clock because that's when they closed down the picking to package everything and take it to the market. These are fresh market things. But what it's like at 6 o'clock in the morning, you go out there without breakfast. It's wet, the dew, and there's mosquitoes all over the place. It's growing on very sandy soil and swamp-like conditions. And you're in the first 15 minutes, you're soaked up to your knees with water and mosquitoes all over. And we didn't have mosquito repellent, so you had to just bear it. And the crew leader comes and tells you to faster. You try to take a water break. You know, he's like a taskmaster, and you get back to work, and it wears on you. And then the worst part about it is seeing it done to your mother and your little sisters who were working beside you. Because I started doing this work when I was 6 years old. And it's not just strawberries, but you name it. I've picked it. Apples, peaches, cucumbers, tomatoes, even chopped cotton in Texas with my grandfather.
And that was back in '67. It doesn't seem like it's changed that much today.
No,
it just
goes on and on. But be aware that the hands that touch these is that you hold up to your mouth, that you're connected to that worker, to that person down there. And you're part of a system of exploitation that's global. Many of the retailers and manufacturers that produce these products have procurement program designs. They got to get the fresh stuff out of the field into their processing, into their manufacturing, into their things. And they've designed that supply chain, and it's global. We compete. American farm workers with the workers from Mexico. You probably read that 4-part series in the Los Angeles Times lately about the exploitation of agricultural workers and fresh market stuff that U.S. farmers, corporate farmers, are setting up business in Mexico and importing it back into the United States.
Is it worse today? I mean, give us a sense of, you've now had more than 4 decades from the time when you were out there in the fields. Have there been a lot of improvements? Do you feel like we're moving in the right direction, or it sounds like you're concerned that globalization has put us in the wrong direction?
We get distracted and we get misguided. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of advocates of agricultural workers, but most of it's designed to do advocacy, labor reform, laws, legislation, but the application of laws in agriculture is non-existent. There's not enough inspectors to go around every nook and cranny of every rural county. So the workers are still left up to themselves, still vulnerable to the systemic inequities that are built into the production system. That's what we have to correct.